from the lines across the ocean to the land beyond the mountains. Through the Sahara, we bring on-the-spot news, live analysis, expert discussions on trending stories in politics, business, socio-economy, sports, and documentaries. So catch all the updates on the happenings around the globe. Stay focused on the fact today, only on ATN.
We are going to apply our gum all around this edge of the macro, this way. So I'll keep this aside for it to dry, and I'll bring out this second part and repeat the same step. So I'm going to keep this aside. Then I'll bring out this first part that we just created. Then I'm going to fold this excess fabric now into it this way. I'll gather them and fold it into it this way. This is very easy to make. So this is how it looks. And this is how the inner part looks. So I'm going to repeat the same step on this other part. So this is how it looks. So remember, this place is very, very rough. You're not going to leave this part like this. You're going to use this now to cover up this part. And to do that, you push this part in and then you put them together. You put them together rather this way. Make sure that this part aligns with this part. So make sure that everything aligns properly together. So I'm going to trim off this part down a little so that it will lap properly. So, to gum these two things together, because we don't want this rough part to reflect, that's why we are using this part now to cover up this rough part. So, and to do that, we are going to apply our gum all around. Firstly, you concentrate your hand on this edge, on the edge. So you apply all your gum all around this part of the macro. So you make sure that the gum gets to the edge so that it will close up properly. This fashion, you're a king of me. From the Sahara breeze to the Cape of Good Hope, drive with a tapestry, connect us around the globe. African roots, along with this place, inspiration in each day. So I'm making sure that I spread my gum all over the inside of our fascinator. So this is what we have. I've successfully applied my gum all over this part. So I'll keep this aside for it to dry. I'm going to bring out this other part and repeat the same step. So I'm done applying my gum. So I'm going to keep this aside for it to dry. So now, this is already dry. So I'm going to gum these two things together. And to do that, I'll make sure that I align these two parts. You know, these 2 points that we stitch. I'll make sure that I align them together. So I'll concentrate firstly on my... I'll make sure that I gum them properly. So I've successfully gummed my edge. So I'm pressing it down to make it smooth. Then the next thing I'm going to do is, since it's going to be like this, I'm going to push this inside this way. So this is what we have now. So the next thing I'm going to do is, I'm going to bring out my design. Remember, this is my design. This is my design that I created. So as you proceed with this training, I'm going to be teaching you how to create different designs yourself. So I'm going to bring out this design, then I will glue this design to this part of the fascinator. I'm going to glue it to it this way. And to do that, is either I put it this way or I put it this way, whichever way I want to put it. And to do that, I'll bring out my candle gum. This is my candle gum and my lighter. For this candle gum, we actually have a candle gum machine. We actually have a candle gum machine. So if you don't have the machine, you can use the lighter. Just light it this way. Just light the candle gum this way. You allow it to melt. You allow it to melt. Then you just rub it on the parts that you want to glue. You allow it to melt and you rub it on the parts that you want to glue. So you glue it immediately to where you want it to be. So if it's not well and you press it, keep on applying your your candle gum to the part that you want to glue until you're sure that everything is well glued. So this is well glued. You can see I've successfully glued this to it, and it's very strong. So the next thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring out this band. Remember I said this band, so we are going to fix this band to this inner part, this way. So fix it to the inner part this way, and to do that you bring out your lighter and you light up your gum, your candle gum. So once the candle gum has melted, so you rub it on the part that you want to glue. Rub it on the part that you want to glue, and then you just glue it. Glue it properly so that it won't pull off. Make sure that you glue it properly. So now, the next thing I'm going to do is, I'm going to bring out a little design, or you can use your fabric in place of this. This is optional, so you can use your fabric. So I want to glue this part to this rough part so that we're not going to have any rough parts on our work. And to do that, I'm going to light up my candle gum. Then I apply it to where I want to glue. This way, I want to glue this two edge. So I'm going to put it on this part this way, then gum it down. So this is how it looks. So we've come to the end of today's tutorial. You can see this is really, really beautiful. I'm going to put this on and then see how it looks on me. So do practice your work and ask questions where you need clarity. Please practice your work, post your work on your social media page, and then hashtag Atn Craft Show with Selgis. I'm going to see your post. I'm going to score you based on your performance, and you're going to be rewarded for practicing your work. This looks really, really beautiful. This look neat, perfect, and really beautiful. You can stay at home, produce this, and then post on your social media handles and sell it out there and make good money for yourself. This is how it looks. You can see how beautiful this looks. Isn't this amazing? It's very neat and perfect. You can see this is really, really beautiful. You can see this is how it looks. So do well to practice your work. Ask questions where you need clarity. Follow us on our social media handles, and then hashtag Atn Craft Show with Selgis. Don't forget to hashtag Atn Craft Show with Selgis. I'm going to attend to your questions, and I'm going to score you based on your performance, and then you're going to get rewarded. Thank you for staying with us. Stay blessed and stay productive. Each stitch tells the day of heritage, a celebration of diversity, and a nod to the modern. From the sweeping landscape to the rhymed beat, the African fashion reflects the soul of the continent. Let the runway be your passport to a tapestry of elegance and authenticity. Join me on this sartorial journey that transcends beyond borders and unites us in the universal language of style. Once again, welcome to Atn Craft Show with Selgis.